to celebrate my birthday than with my family, y'all. I'm happy. I'm good. So listen. Huh? Get my, Jake. Woo, all right, y'all, have a seat. I am so thrilled to be here. I need to shout out a few people. Thank you, Andy and Angela Riddle, for starting our organization. Thank you so much, Jason and Olga, wherever you guys are. Terry and Tia Edwards, wouldn't be here without y'all. Andy and Jane Albright. And I have the special privilege of recognizing two people today that are here with me on my birthday, and it is my parents, Pamela and Billy Fennell. Stand up. Y'all give it up for my parents. Woo! 37 years married, 2 kids, hard work. That's what it looks like, y'all. Beautiful, beautiful people. And I'm so grateful that they brought me into this world and all the opportunities that I've been able to have. So I'm happy to be here, Alliance. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing started. Today, my topic is the thin line between do and don't, okay? We're gonna start this off with a quote from Tony Robbins. And it is, in the moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. So what we wanna talk about today is decisions, okay? How to actually say yes to do versus no to don't, all right? So let me take y'all back down memory lane. I wasn't gonna add any pictures, but Tia told me, add some pictures, girl, so I did. When I first started in the Alliance, I had just gotten out of corporate America. Let me actually go through can I have my next note slide? All right, so corporate America is where I came out of college, started building a career, and keep going. And I was just really, really excited to enter into the workforce. Now, what I noticed really quickly was it was going good. I was happy, but I knew that there was more that God had for me in my life. So I got a business degree, went straight out there. And what's crazy is I was working for about 7 years, and then I got laid off, right? And how many people been laid off? Y'all been laid off before? Okay, I've been laid off, right. Got laid off. And I remember one of these, I do believe that there are certain times in our lives where we are forced to make big decisions, right? And I remember standing in my kitchen right when I had gotten laid off. And I said, God, I don't know what it is that you want me to do because I'm not happy doing what I'm doing now. I need something. And I got a phone call from a friend, and the friend said, hey, I don't know if you know what Terry and Tia are doing, but link back up with them. They're doing something in insurance. You might be interested. Anybody get a phone call? Warren Market? Yeah. Right? That was me. Okay? And I'm so grateful that I did because I started working. I went from the corporate employee side to the self-employed side and started being a producer, right? And in 2018, because I've been here for 6 years, I started being a producer, and I was just getting out there selling, just trying to make ends meet, right? And I was grateful for the opportunity, and it was that one decision to come into this business that changed the whole trajectory of my life. So here's the thing. I know some of you all right now, you're facing some major decisions in your life, okay? I want you to know I understand you. I know that some people, maybe you're deciding, you had to make some decisions to come here. You may have been had to decide to leave your children at home. Maybe you had to leave a sick loved one, all because you wanted a shot at a better life. I get it, right? And I understand exactly where you are. And y'all can go to my next slide. I want y'all to keep up with me now. Okay, so you're probably thinking, can I really do this? Are these people really genuine? Is this really going to work for me? I know exactly where you are because in 2018, that's where I was. When I had gotten laid off from my job, I used my rent money to pay for my test 5 times before I passed my life insurance exam, okay? Yes, I did it though, right? Yep. I used to drive Uber from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. I showed it. My parents had no idea. If I told my daddy that, he'd be like, Mia, let me send you some money, baby. I knew that I wanted something more, right? So I would drive Uber. And I remember And that was just to have money to pay my lead bill the next week, y'all. Okay? All this was going on while I was secretly battling depression. Okay? So I know where you are because I too had to make some big decisions at that time, and I know exactly what you feel. But by the grace of God, those decisions are what allow me to stand before you today on this stage and being a proud member of the Dream Team as a business owner. Yeah. So I am really, really excited. So what we want to talk about today, guys, is actually the decision, okay? You have to get to a place where an opportunity, to me, I view the Alliance as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You know, plenty of people jump from company to company to company. Me, I've been here, I'm planted, I ain't going nowhere. I've been here for 6 years, okay? And the great thing about our opportunity is that it's endless. But when you make a decision to be a part of an endless opportunity where there's no limits, really great things can happen in your life. So what does actually making a decision do for you? The first thing that does, it helps build confidence, build internal confidence and belief, right? The crazy thing about this business is when you come into this, you don't necessarily believe in the company. You're brand new, right? You might not believe you can really do it, but it's your decision that allows you to have confidence in what it is you're doing, right? The other thing it does, it narrows your focus, okay? Because when you decide to do something, you're not looking which way, all these different ways, and trying to figure out what to do. You've already decided. So somebody could come to you today with I'll get into this real estate deal or do this little Ponzi scheme over here, do this network marketing company, but you've decided that I'm planted here, right? The other thing it does, it sets boundaries and builds discipline, okay? It sets boundaries and builds discipline. When I mean boundaries, people, if you have a schedule in place, Fitz talked about it yesterday, those are your boundaries. You operate within that. And it disciplines you every single day to go after that schedule, and anything that tries to throw you off, you're not with it, right? So it also allows you, making a decision allows you to gain respect from others. How many people have y'all heard of mean what you say and say what you mean, right? Today on TikTok, they say, stand on business, right? Okay? Stand on what you say. When you make a decision to do something and you stand on that, people respect that. They might not agree with what you think, they might not agree with what you say, but when you stand firm, somebody can stand, they can respect that you actually are planted, right? And the last thing that does, it calms you in the time of uncertainty, okay? How many times are we in positions, even as we're building, even as we're selling, you may run 20 appointments back to back, like Brian Rojas said he did when he first started, 20 appointments. And he was beat down because he didn't sell a thing. I've been in the same situation. But guess what? When you have decided to be here, it doesn't matter. I can get no-showed 20 times. I can get no-showed 10 times. I can be hung up on by recruits. I can have the door slammed in my face. But I have decided to be here, okay? I've decided, all right. So this next part, this is gonna be a little interactive, okay? I wanna play a game with y'all. And this is called to do or not to do, okay? So in this game, I want you guys, I'm gonna say something that you should either do or not do in our business, okay? And after I say it, I want y'all to yell out, do or don't, okay? All right, y'all got it? Okay. Okay, here we go. So the first one, protect your downtime. Dude, there we go. Ooh, okay. Let me see, y'all got it the first time. Let's try again. Okay, treat your business like a hobby. Don't. Good. Okay. Next thing, surround yourself with positive people. Do. Yep. Next thing, let pride get in the way. Don't. Yep. This is one of the 8 steps. Read daily. Yes. Next thing, worry during income generating hours. Don't. Now look, I gotta tell y'all something. Terry and Tia remember this. I told y'all I was battling depression, right? When I first got into the business. I had gotten out of a failed marriage. I had lost my job. I had no money. So it was a lot going on in my life. And also I was keeping everything to myself, right? And what Terry used to tell me, it was so funny. I would call him up. It'd probably be 6 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'd say, man, I just got all these issues. I have all these things that I have to deal with. And what Terry would tell me was, Mia, I need you to schedule your worry time. Like, I get it. I understand. I know you don't have any money. I know it's hard to pay your bills right now. But right now, we're supposed to be on a dial session. Right now, we're supposed to be running appointments. So schedule your worry time. Late at night, yes. So that's what we would do. Now, what Terry and Tia were the best at is they would get on the phone with me. If it took staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning, they were on that phone. And they were helping me through my situation. So you need good people in your life like that who are going to help you and be there for you, not only when you're making the money, but also when you're down and out. Okay? Yeah. All right. So back to our game. Y'all doing good so far. Okay, here we go. Next, never mind, I gave it away. Be coachable and teachable. Dude, great. Okay, the next one. Should you miss incentive trips and events? No. Don't. Now, I have qualified for every single trip since I've been here. Now, one thing y'all know about me and Fennell, I love to have fun, and you will catch me on the dance floor, okay? So I don't miss trips. Right. The next one. Okay, have fun along the way. Do, yes. Okay, next one. Take advice from people with no results. Don't, all right? So the people that are standing out there that are not in here right now, but they want to have a little separate meeting, don't take advice from those people because they typically don't have the results you want. The people that have the results are sitting in the front row, okay? All right, next thing. Serve your clients with integrity. Do, absolutely. All right? Allow external factors to dictate your schedule. Don't. All right? The next one, focus on, here we go. Oops. All right. Well, that got out of whack, but anyway. Okay. Okay, so the next one, invite others to join the fight against poverty. Do, absolutely. And then we have focus on what you can control. Do. And the last one, give up before you even start seeing results. Don't. All right, beautiful. Y'all give yourselves a hand. So this may seem simple to some people who've been around for a while, but I can promise you that as a brand new person, I want y'all to take a screenshot of this. Because when you are at home by yourself and you're having these negative thoughts come up and the enemy is trying to throw you off and people want to tell you, oh, I know you're doing that little insurance thing. They want to downplay you or patronize you, right? I want you to get back to your focus and remember the things that you should do and the things that you shouldn't do. This stuff is going to be important, okay, y'all? All right. Okay, let's move. Let's keep it moving. Now that you've made a decision, let's talk about being in pursuit of do, okay? So now that we already have decided we're here this weekend, so that means y'all already in the process of doing everything, right? So in pursuit of do means that you are deciding first. It means that you have decided to change, okay? How many people know that the person you are today is not the same person that's going to be making $100,000 a month? But how many of us also know very stubborn people that think that they can be the same way right now and still get the results of an Andy Riddle, right? We all know people like that. So the first thing you have to do is you have to decide to change. Everything you desire is on the other side of your decisions. The decisions you make today determine the whole trajectory of your life tomorrow, right? If I would have stood in the kitchen when my friend called me and said, hey, Mia, get in touch with Terry and Tia, and I said, man, I can't do that, nah. What would I be doing today? I don't know. Maybe I would have went back and got another job. Maybe I'll be working with a temp service. I don't know. But it was that one decision that changed my whole life, okay? The next thing, being in pursuit of do. Determine your daily task based on your goals, okay? Not the goals that your upline sets for you, not the goals that your family tells you should have, but based off of your goals. Spend time focusing on income-producing activities. Focus on tasks that will bring you closer to your goals, not push you further away. So if let me say this, it's an example. Y'all know right now we're in election season. If you know that you get really caught up in politics and it takes up a lot of your time, why are you watching YouTube all day? Why are you spending so much time on Instagram and Twitter and all these different places? This helps you, having your schedule and determining your daily tasks will help keep you focused in pursuit of whatever it is your goals are. The next thing, seek coaching and mentorship, okay? Spend time with those that have fruit on the tree and have invested interest in seeing you win. Okay, can I tell y'all a secret? Look, everybody in your life does not like you. Okay. All right. I mean, she can come up to you, hey girl. She can be as sweet, and then as soon as you turn your back, girl, you know she over here messing with Ray J. I mean, like, people are rude, right? And you can have a lot of people in your life who maybe you think that they are there to help you, but they are really snakes in the grass, okay? You have to make sure that you are surrounding yourself with those who want to see you win, okay? That you have to. Let me tell you a good indicator to know if somebody wants to see you win. If every time you tell them something good that's happening in your life, they don't ever react with a positive thing to say, come on now, that is not your friend. Now, this could be your auntie, this could be your uncle, a cousin, it could be a family member. Surround yourself with people who really care about you and seek mentorship from people who actually know how to get you to the next level. Give it up for that, right? We are all under the leaders in this front row right here. Every single person, Andy Albright. These are people that have invested interest in seeing you succeed. Why spend time with the people who want to see you fail? All right? So, I got to stop hitting my mic. Okay. The last thing is work your plan daily with urgency. That's huge. When I heard coming here, this was the first time I heard anybody say, and this was Albright who said this, he said, well, you can make $1 million in a lifetime, or you can make $1 million in a year, or you can make $1 million in a month. Which one would you rather, how long would you rather take to make $1 million, right? Right. So some people may say, oh, I've made $1 million, but it took you 30 years to do it, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Some people never see $1 million. I hope I do, Lord. But what I can say is that you have the power to shrink your time frame. You have the power to shrink your learning curve. So let's act with urgency. Do the things today that other people won't, so you can live a life tomorrow that other people don't. Okay? That's it. And let me tell you, when we go on these trips, we be living a life that other people don't, okay? I am telling you. All right, so, okay, we're making good time too. All right, so here, let me give y'all a couple of tools to win, all right? Now, all these tools are available on NAA University, okay? How many people have never seen these before? Okay, well, some people okay, great. So most people have. So the first thing is the income planning sheet, right? When you come into this business, we as your upline or as your leader, we need to know how much money you want to make from this opportunity. One thing we're not going to do is assign you a money goal. That is your choice. But what we will do is give you leadership and guidance and once you tell us, well, hey, I want to make $5,000 a week, we'll tell you exactly what you need to do to get it, right? The problem is when we tell you what you need to do to get it, and then the next dial session you don't show up, it's like, well, I thought he wanted to make $5,000 a week. We don't judge you, but I'm just saying, right? So know what your income goals are and work towards those goals. Put a plan of action in place. The next thing, Fitz talked about this yesterday too, your activity sheet, your activity book. If you are in this business and you are not using your activity book, shame on you. I'm sorry. I have used an activity book since the day I started. It's all I know. I have old beat up activity books. I mean, the paper coming off, little sketches all over them. They look bad, y'all, but your girl know how to work, okay? So get you some activity books. Don't just buy one, because buy about 2 or 3 of them, because you're going to need it, right? But I'm telling you, knowing your schedule. And the last thing, financial independence engine. We can't tell you how to get to what you want in the future if we don't know where you are right now. This is one of the things that my leader sat me down and did with me in the beginning. You have to know, what are your expenses? What are your liabilities? What are the things that you have right now? And how are we going to put a plan together to get you to where you want, right? So that's what you use. You use your financial independence engine for that. So again, all these are available on NAA University. Please download these, y'all. Again, it may look simple, but I'm telling you, these are the things that drive this business, okay? All right. So, thank y'all. It's a little hot under these lights. So, here's the thing. We're here this weekend, and you may be wondering, what do I need to do now, right? I want to encourage you to move with purpose, okay? Too many times, and I think every single person in this room has been through this, where we have taken life for granted, right? Where you wake up in the morning and you just say, oh, another day, and you don't thank God for the birds chirping outside and the sun shining, but you go get in the car and you go to work, and y'all, this is a different thing, okay? Move with purpose. The first thing I want y'all to do while you're here this weekend, connect with as many leaders as possible and get their stories. It's important to do that, okay? Also, when you get home, restructure your goals and make them so big that it scares you. I mean, like terrifies you. And you wonder in your mind, I don't think I can do that, right? And then you have Tia in the back. Yes, you can. I'm telling you, do these things, make your goals so big that it scares you. The next thing, sell to eat, but recruit to live, okay? We do sell, we get out there in the community and you build your clientele, but do you want to do that forever? I don't think anybody in this room wants to go and be having to drive and get no-showed until they're 80 years old, right? Right. At some point, we want to retire. So go ahead and recruit to live. And the last thing is build your schedule and stick to it. No excuses, okay? No excuses. All right, so what would you do today? What would you do today if you knew that you could not fail? I want y'all to take 30 seconds and write down 5 things that you would do. Maybe I'll give y'all 45 seconds. But write down a few things that you would do today if you knew that the limits were completely off of you. If you knew that there was nothing that was holding you back. Go ahead and jot those down really quick, y'all. And these can be big goals, things that scare you, things that make you nervous, things that you might be embarrassed to say because you never seen anybody do it before. if you knew you had no limits, nothing could stop you, here's what I want you to think about. I want you to think about, what do you want? What do you really want? What do you really want in this opportunity? When you came here and you said, you know what, I'm willing to go to this conference, I'm willing to go to family reunion. When you decided to do the contracting, when you decided to go in and start registering with all the insurance companies, what were you thinking about? What do you really want? Do you want the opportunity for your family to not have to struggle anymore? Do you want to be able to do one thing versus having 3 and 4 jobs? Do you want a chance to actually take your wife on vacation because y'all haven't taken a vacation in 5 or 6 years? Do you want to send your children to a good school versus a school that it's questionable? You don't really know what goes on up in there, right? Do you want to be able to sip mimosas on the beach with your girlfriends? What do you want? And how are you going to get it? How are you going to get it? And these are the questions that Albright asked us. And he actually went through the whole process of putting it on a coin, right? Jerry has his in his pocket. This coin right here is on sale right now in the store. When I got this coin a few years ago, and it literally says, what do I want? How do I get it? This is what we want to be thinking about all the time. I encourage every single person in this room to go and get one of these coins. Tia actually is even running a special during the next break, not right after I talk, but during the next break. These coins usually go for $20. She's going to sell them for $10. I need every single person in this audience to go get one of these coins because I want you to constantly think about what it is that you want. Okay? Now, this is what I want. I want to be able to create memories with family. I want to continue to create fun. A month ago, I took my family to Aruba on a vacation and saw my parents, the 2 people here today. It seemed like they just fell back in love all over again because of something their daughter worked hard to do for them. I want more memories with my Alliance family. I want to travel all over the world. I want to go scuba diving in Aruba. I want to ride Andy Albright's jet. I want to go to Paris with Terry and Tia. I want to experience life, y'all. So what is it that you want? Here's what I would encourage you today. Bet on yourself. Bet on yourself. Believe that you can have whatever it is that you want. And there are no limits. My mom and dad used to tell me and my sister, anything you want in this life, you can have it. Be better than we were. They told us that. So what I want y'all to do today is get out there, bust your behind, light up the world, and do, baby, do.